So this is bit of a cynical video about a financial management, and I will ridicule someone who's runs money or was an advisor for a couple that were in debt, and witnessed that all that scenario. So this couple, they have a funny, I don't know, I mean, it's an Israeli thing or a new thing where people say, oh, we have these Facebook friends. We have these Facebook friends. They sit around and, we have these Facebook friends. And like many people, the husband would like to be, some head of a department and very rich, which he's not, but, he might buy stuff or tell stuff and, publish himself as if he is a person like that. And that couple, he will buy very fancy clothes and stuff that is over the limit. And, the wife also, I don't really know. I don't go into the nitty and gritty, but they live in a bit of a fantasy world. She might say, she has a different occupation than what she really is. She would, say that she's certified, which she's not certified in something. La la land. So anyway, all this la la land got them to something like 20 years of debt also, which is just rolling over, and their interest was just expanding and blowing because they didn't want to face their reality. I don't know, some kind of a shopping binges and all kinds of stuff because that couple wasn't, with their legs on the ground. Now, I'm not saying, that everything is simple because Israel, the price of living is just crazy. It's not, it is really, really crazy. It's one of the most expensive countries in the world. It seems as if there's no reason. There's VAT on basic food supplies, which, leaves the people who don't have money in a state of where they can't really, develop or jump into a new standard, from being a low income into a middle income, or they're just all the time crawling on the ground. So okay, I mean, if they want to keep appearances and be I don't know, but I mean, it's hard. So anyway, so that's this couple. And the other guy was a financial manager. And he's this kind of, American guy and everything easy peasy and lovely dovey. But, looking at his finance, he wasn't, he was also selling a lot of very nice words. I'm a partner and this and that and this and that. But I mean, if you look at the, bottom line, he was, doing really vacations like oligarch because he had this, people who did have money and paying quite expensive prices for trips, which is all right. I mean, his wife was earning something like almost 4 or 5 times than he was. Okay, so that was this, and he got, a vacation flat from his, mom, where he had these vacations that he was going on and on them, and he got fed by, the grandma of the other side. I mean, he's, presented himself like a big man of the world, man of the world, but he had all these and 2 cars, which there's no reason because he's actually working from home now. 2 cars, which is one of the most expensive stuff in Israel, and people find themselves in traffic jams all day. 2 cars. I mean, which seems all right if you live in America, but you cannot really do it in Israel, you know. So if you, I was running his account, and I was realizing, you know, that, I mean, you can't really come and I mean, he was patronizing that couple that live in a la-la land and rolling over interest, okay? But you can't really patronize them, you know? I mean, it's not as if you live on your own means. I mean, if you really want to live on your own means, you become an extreme sports. You know, have a bicycle and, you know, maybe another transport and, you know, live in a bit of a crazy way. But I mean, that's Israel, you know? And you might find, and you do find, for instance, in Tel Aviv, it's not a very big city. I mean, you know, if you don't include the periphery, you can, you know, it's quicker to do it on bicycle. It is. I mean, especially if you have traffic jam. And, you know, I mean, people in Tel Aviv do it, but you have other cities. I mean, not everything is Tel Aviv, but hardly any other city has, you know, such a investment in bike special and, you know, stuff like that. So, I mean, the thing is, I mean, it's not easy, is it? You know, living on your own means, but it can be a bit crazy. I mean, you can have live on a, you know, you really want to make it, but there are facilities, aren't there? You